like just 3-4 days before I turned 16.
Oh, okay.
Belated happy birthday. What motivated you to get in this sphere?
Okay. I mean, I started public speaking. Okay, start. I
No, you
started.
can sit down. Yeah.
I mean, I won't be visible to people who are sitting beside. So, I mean, I started public speaking at the age of 5. I used to kind of like speak at annual function, and then after that, at the age of 9 in 2019, when PUBG and Blue Whale were kind of like games were on peak. At that point of time, people were not people, but mainly kids were taking their own life. So at that point of time, I worked on mobile addiction, and I've been fortunate enough to kind of like I approached almost around 10,000 students. That mobile is definitely good, but it's really very important to use it mindfully. And I think my papa always say this thing that mobile is a thing which kind of like is in all age group. Everyone is facing problem. But when a 60-year-old person is seeing mobile phone, it's not that bad, because I mean they are almost done with their life. They are not in that way. I mean, done with their life, it means that they kind of like did everything. Now there's not much left to do. But when we are quite small, I mean, this is the kind of like our golden period which would never come again. And then we would cry that, oh my goodness, at this point of time I had way too much time. Why did I wasted that? So just to not have that kind of regret, we need to understand now only to not, I mean, like definitely do watch mobile phone, I do watch phone, I do watch movies, everything. But it's just that in a time limit. There should be a limit for everything. So like for example, as I am from Gujarat, but my roots are from Rajasthan. So I really love mirchi bada and kachori. Okay, so let's imagine that I'm at Jodhpur and I'm almost there. Jodhpur is in Rajasthan, so I'm almost there after a year, and I'm like, you know what? I would love to have kachori and mirchi bada. So I kind of like ordered 2 mirchi bada, 2 kachori. I had it. Then second time I ordered 2 more. I had that. I mean, we are just thinking hypothetically. So, I mean, just imagine if I ordered 10 mirchi bada, 5 kachori, and I had that, what would happen to me? I mean, after you'll see me after at hospital only. I mean, I would have pretty bad stomachache. So, I mean, if that mirchi bada and kachori, if I just had that 1 and 1, half or half, so it would be really nice. But I had that over limit. So, I mean, limit is very important in everything. So yeah, then when lockdown came, I made YouTube videos, 108 Ramayan ki Murti, and I was also one of that kid that my mama, she's quite pious lady, very I mean religious person. So she was always kind of like used to give me Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, like, you know what, you should read it. But I would be like, you know what, don't you think this book is quite heavy? And I mean, this is my age to play. And I was 8 or 9 at that point of time, and the Hindi which is written, it's quite Shuddh Hindi. Like, aapki jaisi itni Shuddh Hindi hai. So it was very pure Hindi. I was not very interested in it, but 2020, at that point of time, my papa, he used to kind of like take the points. He used to be like, you know what, read these things only, and if you don't understand, come to me. And then I would read that and I would make video out of it. So I'd made 108 Ramayan ki Murti. After that, I did Katha, and yeah, here I am. So, thank you.
I have a question for you, Bhavika.
Yeah.
If you had to choose one character in the Ramayana other than Ram,
Ji.
who's your favorite character and
Okay.
why?
Firstly, I would like, please don't call me Bhavika ji, so just call me Bhavika.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I've never think about this thing. I would love to choose Maharaj Dashrath.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, because see, he kind of like gave that I would kind of like stand what I had said, and okay, let me think again. Wait. Okay, so I mean, see, she was born and brought up in palace, and she had never seen this kind of pain, but she changed herself way too much, and she kind of like adapted everything quite nicely, and she never complained about anything. I mean, like in Ramayana, you would never see her complaining about anything. I mean, it was quite nice, and yeah, I would love to choose that.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, I think we'll wrap up this session here then. I'll just give a few concluding remarks. Bhavika, for this extremely interesting and engaging talk. I think we all found it very interesting. We all learned something and can take something away from it. It was really interesting when you talked about your company around you and how that defines you. You gave the example of an ant overcoming any obstacle in its path, and we can definitely apply that to our student lives, whether it's exams or whether we're feeling a bit stressed. Remember to have that kind of mindset. Change is also very difficult, especially when you have a habit that you want to change, but you have to be adaptable. You also told us about Ramji's patience and how that's so important. If you're revising, it's been many, many hours, just be patient, you slowly start to learn things. You should also try and be true to yourself. Don't imitate other people, as you explained. Lakshman never tried to make himself as like Ram, but he remembered to devote his life to Ram and respect Ram for who he was. Remove things that don't add value in your life, like a friend who's chucking garbage in your house every time you open the door. You have to learn to close the door at some point. Self-discipline, this is very applicable to us in our student lives. It's hard to be disciplined sometimes, but when we are, you really see the effects of that. And lastly, I think it was a lovely message to remind us about the value of human life and making the most of our lives, especially at this young age. And even if you're over 60, you can still achieve things. So I think you gave us many nice examples and related it back to the Ramayana, and we can all take away lots of things into our lives from here. So thank you very much again, Bhavika, and I give a round of applause.